doesn't love a good secret? A small secret, a big secret, a top secret. But if there's one place known for their secrets, it's the agency tasked with protecting the highest office of the free world, the United States Secret Service. Hello, I am a YouTuber, and somehow I have managed to convince the United States Secret Service to let me train with them for a week. But little do they know, I have a secret of my own. To find the chief of the Secret Service himself, to ask the question we've all been wondering. What is the secret?
What is the secret? The secret?
Now I know what you're thinking. How are we doing this video? Over the past 7 months, I've been cold calling and emailing the Secret Service to try and convince them to make a video with us, to which I never received a single response. Leaving me no other choice, I had to play my trump card, my ace in the hole, my secret weapon, the FBI. I called up one of my contacts over at the old bureau from when we shot a video with them in 2019.
We can put you in touch.
And 24 hours later, we had an encrypted message in our inbox from the United States Secret Service. And lucky for us, the Secret Service agreed to make a video as long as we get more views than the FBI video. And that brings us to today. We were given an area of the country to fly into, but we were not actually given an address of where to meet until yesterday. The communication to make this episode happen has been fascinating. The pigeon has left the nest. Sunglasses emoji. I bought this suit on Amazon 2 days ago, and I'm about to walk into one of the most prestigious and secretive organizations in the world.
I feel like I should probably stop filming.
Leave it rolling and just put the camera on your lap, maybe? Security put us through multiple checkpoints and then loaded us into an unmarked van. How long have you been a part of the Secret Service, Mike?
35 years.
35 years. And now you're here in an unmarked van with us.
Not my first time in an unmarked van.
Ms. Carre, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the James J. Rowley Training Center, where we proudly train the brave men and women of the United States Secret Service.
Listen, you're going to be exposed to some of the most intense law enforcement training in the world.
I have to say that we actually watched your other videos, whether it was the FBI Academy, the Marine Corps, as well as San Diego Police. So we're so excited that you accepted this challenge, and we're so excited to have you.
Well, I do have a question. As I come here, I'm on a quest to find out, what is the secret?
If you successfully complete the final challenge, we'll tell you the secret.
For this video's final challenge, I will be put through the biggest training simulation we have ever done on this channel. Hundreds of live role players, real Secret Service agents, and even a mock-up of Air Force One. My mission? To keep a protectee safe from point A to point B through potential assassination attempts. To ensure my success, I have 4 days to learn everything I can about the Secret Service and how they train themselves to put the president's life before their own. Which brings me to my first lesson.
My understanding is you have done law enforcement and military type control tactics or defensive measures before.
Yes.
This is going to be different. This is protection oriented. Instead of me hitting the protectee, you would rather be hit yourself.
Wow.
That's the mindset we need.
Completely different mindset.
Yes. Our natural instinct is to push away danger and get away from it. Can't do that. I'm not coming at you, I'm coming at the protectee. You're going to see this as not a high level of threat because you're safe.
When you say that, you mean just like from like a baseline human...
A base primal instinct is if I was to throw a punch at you and I turn and throw a punch at somebody else, you're going, oh, it's not me. But that not me is who you've sworn to protect.
We have a mission of providing a service. That service is protection. Any one of us will put ourselves in harm's way for our protectees at any given time. It doesn't matter if you're left or right, Democrat or Republican, we provide our service for everyone the same.
This time we're just going to start with the knife. All right, everybody's shaking hands, everybody's truly excited, and then somebody presents a weapon. Our mindset is to attack the hand and the weapon. Notice how much of her body is between the threat and the protectee. If I do this and he stabs me, is that better? I
guess so.
I hope your idea is you're gonna grab it and throw your whole body in between.
I'm Kelly, and I'm a special agent with the United States Secret Service, and I'm currently assigned to President Biden on the presidential detail. Other law enforcement agencies might not get that training, but that is our job, to step in front of the president and to put ourselves in between the protected person and the threat.
If momentum takes it into you, that's the role, right? Our ballistic vest will not stop a knife. One stab is way better than multiple stabs, so if it goes in us, we want to keep it there. If you can get out, knife, gun, weapon, say something.
Knife, 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 knife.
Perfect. All right, ready to do this on the rope line?
What do you mean by the rope line?
So typically we use bike rack where it's straight, and that's where a protectee will shake hands, hugs, all that kind of stuff as he works through a crowd. So for our rope lines, typically they're the aircraft aluminum or metal that you have seen out there. For our training purposes, we use PVC pipe. Now this is my chance to sign autographs, get pictures. We're gonna be right up here, and there could be 100 people, 1,000 people, 20,000 people all stacked up. All right, now let's deal with what we're most common, exuberant handshakes and hugs.
Exuberant handshakes and hugs.
People are there, they've been waiting hours to meet this person. I'm sure you deal with it all the time. So it's the exact same thing, but most of the time, this is the only technique you need. Go ahead.
Sorry, need you to let go?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's what happens most of the time. If he doesn't, you lift the thumb up and just pull the hand out. Now talk to him.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to let go.
Yep, that's all you gotta say.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to let it go. I should probably sound more forceful when I say it though.
No, you can sound nice. The grip is what's forceful. So
Sir,
control.
I'm gonna need you to let go.
And there you go. And so the next one is a hug. No matter how he's gripping, the same thing applies. If you rotate the thumbs open.
So we need to move on, he doesn't go?
So you watch what Leslie does here. See how it creates space? So grab the thumb and rotate it down to make his arm weak. And now you have control of him. Remember to be polite, because most people are there just to have a good time.
Okay.
But be prepared to crush anybody.
In Dayton, Ohio today, this moment of panic at a Donald Trump rally. Secret Service agents racing to his side after a protester tried to rush the stage.
For my final challenge, I'm going to have to deal with a live crowd. And thinking about assessing whether or not they're friendly or threats, that seems like it's going to be really, really overwhelming.
Crowds out on this side, protectees on this side. Anybody comes from this side into this side, it is a threat. He jumps that, where do I know he's going?
There.
So if I try to cut him off there, see where my problem's gonna be?
Yeah, so you have to go
I know he's going there.
first.
That's the prize. So I'm gonna cut him off at the prize. And this is where that crash, and I take him around, I redirect his energy so that everybody else can do their thing.
Okay.
So you can be right here. Dan's gonna try to touch Thomas's head. Don't let him. Drive him, drive him, drive him. There you go. Perfect. One more time, Dan.
Okay.
Make sure you don't try to catch, because his momentum will always go through you. Redirect. Redirect his energy. Nice. Well done. And you actually did a good job compensating. You went there and first caught him. See how he knocked you backwards?
Yeah.
And then you started driving. Every other law enforcement, take cover, take cover, you are the cover. So take control.
Okay.
Run towards the problem.
So today we're going to show you how to deal with a White House fence jumper.
Oh my gosh, so this is like what we see on the news when someone actually decides to scale and jump the White House fence.
Absolutely.
So this area of grass is meant to represent the White House lawn.
Yes, it is.
So that it's as if they've already scaled it
Yes.
and come over.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
So today I'm gonna
try to jump the White House fence and see if I can get into the White House. So I'm wearing a protective bite suit just to make sure that the dog does get a hold of me. He doesn't leave any marks of something that I don't want to take home.
Time to protect the White House.
On problem.
Jumper.
Police, get on.
Get on the ground.
Stop moving.
Face away from us and get on the ground.
Stay right there.
Get down on the ground.
Take your time. Don't have to be fast.
Cross your ankles.
Now we're going to make our movement in, right? As you move in, Turner's going to come in and give you lethal coverage.
Bend your knees.
And Chris is going to cover downrange. Good job. Search area accessible.
Cuffed.
Break.
Actual stop.
At 3 p.m. today, a white male, age 26, opened fire at the White House from outside the north fence.
At least 8 bullets struck the White House complex, one near a guest bedroom on the 2nd floor.
It's crazy just to imagine being on the inside of that fence.
The White House on the Saturday, there might be a couple thousand people on the fence line. So we're expected to be able, if it's a lethal situation, to be able to take shots at distances with a backdrop of thousands of people. So we spend a lot of hours refining our marksmanship skills.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much, and thank you for your service.
Yep, thank you.
While today we know the Secret Service for protecting the president, that wasn't their original purpose. The Secret Service was initially formed in 1865 to address the nation's rampant counterfeiting problem. And to this day, the Secret Service still pursues this mission, along with other forms of forensic investigation. This all happens here, at one of the largest ink libraries in the world.
So this is the evidence envelope. So we have our threat letters inside here. So when someone sends a threatening letter to the president, the Secret Service then wants the forensic lab to do some examinations to see if they can find who it came from or where it came from.
You have to show the threat letter. I'm coming for you. You won't know I'm there until it is too late. XXX. So this was sent to the president?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What a lot of people see in TV and movies is the police officers will take a piece of paper and a pencil and start shading it, and then magically they get impressions. In real life, that actually ruins the document. So this is called an electrostatic detection device. I'm gonna have you push the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
So, power on.
That was a really good button also.
Yeah, all right. What I'm looking for is if someone had the threat letter and then another paper on top of it, and they're writing on that top paper, they're making impressions on the document below.
Oh my gosh! There's something there.
What investigators can do then is do a search of their house or their vehicle, and if they can find a piece of paper that has this writing on it, we've now linked those two documents together.
Have you found something really crazy?
Of course, but we can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it, but was it like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure?
Yeah, like I was the link, the missing link in this exam.
Did you have the moment where you like ran down the hallway with the paper and you're like, I've got it?
Yeah, you just want to go brag to all your colleagues.
Oh my gosh! So what happens next with this document?
So then after I complete my examination, I'd pass the evidence over to the fingerprints branch.
Fingerprints! I am in a movie right now. This is so exciting.
So in this instance, we're going to use a chemical called ninhydrin, and it reacts with amino acids in your fingerprint residue, and it turns a purple color. So if you want to go ahead and put this into the tray, and then you'll let it completely be submerged.
Sometimes when I don't take care of my eyebrows for a while, I feel like I need these.
This is what the letter looks like after it's been processed. And you can see down here, we have a nice, big, beautiful impression.
That is so cool!
What I will do is I will encode it and I'll search it in the federal fingerprint database to see if I can make any identification. You see, oftentimes where the computer is like, hey, this is this person. It's not reality. We actually have to make that identification decision. The computer doesn't do it for us.
I think this is so cool because it's like y'all are finding the hidden story.
Exactly, yeah.
I do have a question to ask you.
Okay.
What's the secret?
I don't know. It's a secret from me as well.
Said like a true person who has a secret.
After the assassination of President McKinley in 1901, the Secret Service was finally tasked with the full-time protection of the president. Today, the Secret Service protects the first family, the vice president and their immediate family, former presidents and their immediate families, visiting heads of state, and major presidential candidates. As you can imagine, that's a lot of people to protect in many different environments. So, how does the Secret Service plan for so much uncertainty?
Come to the Secret Service training tank. You ready?
The training tank.
So you have Mar-a-Lago, Martha's Vineyard, and our agents need to be prepared to be in and around water.
So all presidents have different hobbies: boating, skiing, bike riding, swimming. So as special agents, we do have to be right there with them.
So y'all's training is completely based on the given president's hobbies.
Correct.
So you're all just sitting there saying, please, please don't get adventurous, President.
Right. We always wonder when what's the next thing they're going to do, so we have to be prepared for that.
That's kind of fun, though.
Yeah, it's
you go
good.
snorkeling.
Yeah.
With the president.
It's fun.
Okay.
Some good trips. I'm actually going to have you put on a belt, a gun, and a radio to add some weight to yourself.
Oh, wow.
It does impact. No one likes swimming with shoes on or long pants or especially a jacket, because all that water gets caught in your sleeves.
Swimming in BDUs is a good exercise because it gets you used to perhaps falling in the water unintentionally wearing gear or regular clothing.
Oh, that was awful. I feel like I'm like Veruca Salt in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when she pulls up into Blueberry.
When you feel weighed down in the water, you might need to get yourself out of that situation or even react to a threat from that situation.
Secret Service, drop the weapon! Secret Service, drop the weapon!
So next up, we're going to move on to our shallow water egress trainer, aka dunker chair.
So what we're about to do simulates a helicopter crash?
That's correct. We go through it because we do fly on helicopters. We fly on helicopters when you're on the protective details, president's detail, that kind of thing. A helicopter, top heavy, right? All the engines on the top of the helicopter, so when it hits the water, it's going to immediately rotate upside down, and then it will start sinking. We need to start egressing out of that helicopter as fast as we can. Window out, find your reference point, undo your seatbelt, and out you go. That's a win.
The things you sign up for.
The things y'all do every day. That's more impressive.
Back a little bit. Okay. Cheek, did cheek.
While this activity might look simple in execution, it is actually really difficult to explain how hard it is to do. The second I went upside down, my sinuses were flooded with water, my nose was burning. Anytime I exhaled, bubbles were going in the wrong direction, and I could not get out of my seatbelt.
Oh my God.
What do we do?
I started unbuckling before I grabbed the bar.
And you kind of didn't worry about the door?
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of that door.
Okay.
Can we do it again?
These are our blackout goggles. So basically, this is simulating you being in a helicopter where you lost your vision.
What? That is a new device you did not mention before this moment.
We're going to cut off your vision so that you rely on other senses.
Oh my God, this is scary. This is full-on Daredevil.
All right. Did you? Very good.
That was better.
What's the worst part? The water up your nose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like imagining, oh my God, we're crashing in a helicopter.
Right, so
and then thinking to yourself, I'm going upside down now. I have to relax now. I have to kick the door open. Like, thinking the steps is crazy.
While the president flies on Marine One and Air Force One for long distance travel, they rely on the presidential motorcade for ground transport. With over 30 vehicles, the presidential motorcade is a fleet of armored vehicles designed to get the president safely from point A to point B. The presidential motorcade is essentially an armored White House on wheels, complete with its own counter-assault team, hazmat unit, press corps, and even medical staff. The presidential motorcade is so vital, they even fly it across the globe to use overseas. And at the heart of the motorcade is the vehicle that carries the president himself, known as the Beast. And I was told I may have the opportunity to ride in the Beast later today.
All right, Michelle, I'd like to take you into the Robert Deal Historic Vehicle Garage, show you some of the historic vehicles that we're fortunate to maintain on here.
Is this Obama's car?
It sure is. It sure is.
Like camera action, get ready for the main attraction.
This is one of our older ones. This is a 1993 Cadillac limousine. This was President Clinton's.
Wow.
So this is President Bush's car.
Oh my gosh.
Custom, it's hand built. This is literally the only example left in the world.
So am I driving this?
No.
Okay.
You get to drive the Armored Suburban. Armored Suburban.
I'm really excited about this segment
All
because
right.
this is where I'm going to learn how to drive in the motorcade.
Yes, ma'am. Ready to go for a ride?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna take you for a ride first, and then we're gonna teach you to let you run the whole thing. All right.
So we're about to go like launch. Like this is all systems go.
Yes, ma'am.
Pedal. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, hold on tight.
What? This is still happening. Oh my God!
Ready to learn J-turn?
Are you kidding?
No, ma'am.
A J-turn is a protective driving maneuver in which a vehicle going in reverse is spun 180 degrees and continues forward without changing direction of travel.
So a couple principles of this. It's really simple. It's not nearly as complicated as it seems. Put your hand about the 4 o'clock position, so kind of where that little seam is right there. You'll put your left hand here. You're gonna put your other hand on the gear shift. All right? So you're gonna put it in reverse. You're just gonna start going backwards like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off the gas. Just like that.
Okay.
All right. You got it.
1,
Get on it.
2, 3, 4.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Go, flip back around, I'll let you do another one.
When do you do this in the motorcade?
Again, hopefully never. If anything were to happen and they have to get out of the area immediately, this is something they could do. Instead of taking your time to back up, do a 2-point turn.
Yeah.
Just flip that
and
car
it
around.
looks cool too.
And it definitely looks cool, yes ma'am. On you. Do it. Slap it down. Outstanding. Very nicely done.
Yeah! Now where do we go?
We can take it right back up top and we'll swap out.
Did I graduate?
Absolutely. Now we're going to step it up to the Armored Suburban.
These doors are heavy. So this is a vehicle that would actually be used in the real motorcade.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there secrets in this car?
I couldn't tell you that.
So that's a yes. Are we sirening? Was there sirens?
No, there's a supercharger in it.
There's a supercharger in here?
Yes, ma'am. It's that heavy, it needs
That's
one.
one of the secrets.
That's one of the secrets. There was a secret.
Until now.
So whenever you're ready, just kind of do a slow one, get used to it. We'll talk you through it, all right?
Here we go.
Ready? Nice and smooth.
Like driving a freaking supercharged whale. This is really hard to describe unless you've experienced it, honestly. I've never driven a semi-truck, but this is what I would imagine it feels like to drive a machine that big.
All right, now you're gonna get up to 50 miles an hour, straight in. Don't change lanes. Slam on the brakes as hard as you can. Keep going straight, brake. Very nicely done.
What on earth is happening now?
Well, that's another secret. You'll find out shortly.
More secrets.
You passed driving, so what we're gonna end up doing now is ramming.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna ram a vehicle now is what we're gonna have you guys do. So
Am I ramming or being rammed?
you're gonna be in the ramming vehicle. So this is kind of to simulate an ambush. A vehicle pulls out in front of you, tries to block you. and we've got to get through it. Nothing stops the
We're going
motorcade.
through the vehicle.
We're pushing it out of the way. We're moving
And then
through
continuing
it.
on.
Or we continue on our merry way. We want to try and get our front driver's side headlight lined up with that X. We don't want to hit the rear tire. Ideally, you just want to move the car out of the way.
Let's do it.
Let's get that. Ever ram a car before?
No.
First time for everything. Cool. Ready, set, bang. Go, go, go. Keep going hard, hard. There it is. Nice. Then you go and slow down, just bring it around.
Oh my God. That was so exciting. Wow. And to emphasize the strength of this vehicle even more, look at how little damage happened. This is the paint from the other car. And as I continue my quest to find the ultimate secret of the Secret Service, it is no secret how grateful I am for all of you guys watching. I just want to say thank y'all so much for helping us hit our next milestone on this channel of 3 million subscribers. And if you're new here, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Be sure to subscribe right now because we do epic videos like this all the time.
For my final day of the academy, I was put through a multi-hour firearms training program consisting of timed shooting tests, accuracy assessments, and a marksmanship obstacle course. They even had me run drills in a 300-degree virtual training simulator called Virtra. It's 5 massive screens projecting real-life scenarios that react in real time to my actions. And it's this type of training that measures an agent's ability to make split-second decisions under stress.
Everyone in there is out the back exit. They're safe.
This police officer came out and he identified himself. Thankfully for him, you were a bad shot on that one and you missed. But in real life, you have to take that second to really identify what it is you see before you take action.
While training virtually has its benefits, nothing beats the real thing. And so to train in the most realistic environment possible, they brought me out to their tactical village to learn how to respond in the event that the presidential motorcade is caught in an ambush.
We're here now in the tactical village. We have a simulated hotel, municipal buildings, hospitals, basically to simulate a town in which we can do a number of different training scenarios.
This is amazing.
Emily is going to be one of our shift mates. Adam's going to be one of our shift mates as well.
Awesome. And y'all will be with me on the final challenge as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, good. I'm really excited to work with y'all.
So you're going to be inside of a follow-up, and the motorcade is going to be stopped, and you're going to have to get out and defend it. We're going to have Emily do a demonstration. The shift leader who is riding here will already have popped this door because we're stopped. This is armor. Emily will come out, have her weapon charged. She's going to engage that threat. Threat down, threat down. She'll put it on safe and she'll relocate to another point of cover. She catches other threats in her sector, she puts that threat down and she scans. We anticipate if there's one threat, there's multiple threats. We call it looking for work. If there's problems, we go find that problem, solve that problem, look for more work. It's the entrepreneurial spirit. Unfortunately, this is our business. Threat, threat! Now you want to ideally go up to his door. Threat down. Move.
Moving.
So if that fails, you have an operational pistol. Go to your pistol. There you go. There you go. Threat down. All right, actual stop, guys. Reason why we wanted to have you not shoot from this door is because if in fact that shift leader came out, you could potentially have a friendly fire.
Okay.
We call it good, better, best. That was good. This up here is better. And then if he's able to leave out and you're providing cover for him, that's the best. That's optimal. Threat, threat. Sergeant, what do you tell your partners?
Up. They're having me repeat the same drill over and over and over again because when you are protecting the president, it is a zero-fail mission.
Okay, do you have an operational gun on you? She's still shooting at you. Get back in the fight.
And if things malfunction, doesn't matter. I need to learn how to get over that under pressure.
There you go. Threats down now. The one thing I like about you came up standing, and then when it failed, you changed elevation. So now she's not looking at that same target up there. Now you're just an eyeball and a muzzle above this hood. Even better, also, come around here.
Ah,
Right? Now
okay.
you can use the brakes and you can use this wheel. Your marksmanship is good. Use of safety is good. You reloaded 2 or 3 times. You left these magazines. Did they have rounds?
Yes.
They may be critical to your safety and to your shift mate's safety. This was the first wave of 2 or 3 attacks, like what happened in Mexico in 2020, when their attack on their security general. It lasted a minute and a half, and there were a lot of rounds expended. This could be the difference of going home and not going home.
Okay.
So we're gonna run it again and again until you get it exactly the way we want you to run.
Okay.
Good?
Thank you,
You're
sir.
doing a great job. Keep your head up.
After wrapping up the last day of training, it was now time for the final challenge. Today's final challenge will involve me having to provide protection to a protectee through a series of events: an airport arrival, a motorcade transport, and a public speech in front of a live crowd. And if at any point the protectee is harmed, it's a mission failed and the challenge is over. This final challenge will also include President Biden's actual motorcade and feature real Secret Service agents, including the counter sniper unit.
So we're going to be posted here for your final exercise, and this post gives us the best vantage point to help you and the rest of the detail in order to accomplish their mission.
So while I'm on the shift and in closer proximity to the protectee, you'll be up here with other counter snipers as overwatch for us.
Correct, yeah. And then if we locate or identify some threat, we are able to relay that to you
On
in order to
comms?
help you on comms. Yeah.
Do you know the secret? You know the secret.
Yeah, of course.
Can you tell me what the secret is?
No, I'm sorry. I can't. It's classified.
Michelle, this is the team you're going to be working with.
So who am I protecting today?
We're protecting the commissioner today. Call sign Justice.
Call sign Justice. Well, are there other call signs?
We have a lot of call signs.
Like what? Are they secrets?
Today we're just using Justice.
Okay, just one. Got it.
You have the earpiece and the radio that you need for the final challenge.
The earpiece! Ah! Now it's real.
Before you start, to make it official. All right.
Is this the secret?
Not yet.
Is this not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. I still don't get to know the secret.
We'll tell you after.
If I succeed, I get to know the secret.
If you succeed, we'll talk. Good luck.
Thank you.
Command post. Justice aircraft. Wheels down. Command post copy. Justice aircraft. Wheels down. Shift leader, wall set. Copy. Coming out. Justice. Top of stairs. Clear copies. All copies. Thank you. Justice. Bottom of stairs.
Got him, Michelle.
Justice inside limo. Michelle and him. Imminent departure. You can turn the motor down. Turn them out. Command post. Justice follow up. Depart. Site 1 and route Site 2.
Looking out the window, I saw dozens of uniformed division officers lining the entire perimeter. And this is when I realized the true scale of this operation. A threat could come from anywhere, at any moment. And since it's the final challenge, I knew something was going to go down eventually, and I was just so on edge waiting for when or where.
Justice call. Arrive.
Arrive. Get out.
Command post copies. Justice. Arrive. Site 2.
Man, we're all set.
Thank you, Chris.
Justice. Outside limo. Justice moving to hold. Justice. Inside hold.
Michelle, you want to pre-post with them?
Walking out onto the stage, I was suddenly met with a massive crowd of people. I realized it was now my job to track over 50 living human beings, each with their own intentions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner of RTC, Katrina Smith.
Welcome, everyone. What a beautiful day in Laurel, Maryland, huh? This is great, and the turnout is incredible. Thank you.
The gentleman in black in the front row holding his hand in an awkward motion. Just keep an eye on that.
Yeah, copy, Michelle. The guy second from the right. Watch that
You
hand.
also know my love and passion for animals. Throughout my campaign,
Sir, get down, please get down.
Jumper,
Please get down. Get down.
Follow up, troop leader. One in custody with uniform division.
Looks like I need to work on his vote now, huh? Thank you, everybody. Have fun today at this SPCA event. I hope you end up finding your forever friend. And thank you again, everyone.
Justice completed remarks. Moving to rope line.
Up until this point, I felt like I had an advantage against any threat because of the distance between us and the crowd. But as we approached the rope line, I got incredibly nervous, face to face with 50 loud, screaming strangers and only a thin barrier between us.
Justice halfway through rope line.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Justice concluded rope line. Follow up. Justice moving to hold. Justice depart site 2 en route site 1.
With the speech complete, all we had to do now was get Justice back to the airport. Guys, I knew there would be some big flashy ending, and the second we turned the corner into the tactical village, I knew something big was about to happen.
Pedestrians right. Keep your eye on the pedestrians. Pedestrians right.
Justice follow-up lead. There's a vehicle blocking the roadway. 12 o'clock.
Just like in training, my rifle jammed again, forcing me to switch to my sidearm. But as an agent, I had to make my situation work no matter what.
Follow from my situation report.
Stand by. Cat establishing perimeter. By secondary attack. Tanker down 10 o'clock.
Ship leader from CAT. Permanent set. Stand by for smoke deployment. DRT from CAT. Respond to Site 1. Secure the perimeter. Lead. Prepare for departure. Troy, you're good to move the motorcade.
Copy that. Motorcade is resuming.
Members, Justice follow-up. Right, Site 1.
Ma'am, all set.
Thank you both.
Justice outside limo, bottom of the stairs. Justice,
top of stairs. Justice on board aircraft.
Actual stop.
We did it?
Yeah, good job.
She's safe.
Good
Oh
job.
my gosh. Holy cow.
Congratulations, nice work.
Thank you. Challenge accepted, and
Yes.
you crushed it.
Oh,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Awesome, well done.
On behalf of the Department of Homeland Security, the United States Secret Service, this certifies that Michelle Carre has successfully completed the United States Secret Service Challenge Accepted Secret Service Academy. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. The Department of Homeland Security authorized this? This is insane.
And as promised, for completing the final challenge, I got to sit down with the chief of the Secret Service Uniform Division to ask the man himself,
What is the secret?
What? What is the secret? The secret? Oh wow! So I've been here for a while, so I've got a few. But I'll tell you.
That's the secret?